Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Naxius, and today we're just gonna hop back into some Supermarket Simulator. Spooky season is over. That doesn't stop me from playing horror games throughout the year necessarily, but my focus on them has shifted now that Terrortober is over. And I thought, what better way than to go the completely opposite direction from horror, like real horror, true horror, and the abstract horror of retail uh, employment. So we're gonna head back into Whole Ass Foods and see if we can get this nice little shop back up and running. I don't remember the state I left this thing in. It's been over a month. The place might be on fire. I don't remember the last expansion I did or even what products I'm still selling. So I think we're going to be in for a fun time. So, who is ready to go back to Whole Ass Foods? Okay, I have an objective. Sounds new. Purchase a paint from market and paint walls. What do I get? Okay. I don't remember. The tablet is locked. Okay, so I guess a few things have been updated since I was last here. Paint. What color do we want our building to be, I guess? I mean, what screams ass to you? And no, we're not doing brown. Let's not go that far. Let's do a nice pink. We'll do a nice pink on the walls. Oh, I have to hold it. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. We'll just make this one wall pink. just the one wall. We don't we don't want to get out of hand here. Okay. Never mind. We can't do that one spot. Well, that's gonna be goddamn annoying. Okay. Order a tablet from the market. We're gonna order a tablet, guys. Hey, Loser Corner, how you doing this evening? Are you ready for some whole ass? A tablet to order products by scanning labels on shelves. Okay. Okay. Handle tab to open the tool wheel and pick the tablet. Shows the amount of owned product. Okay. So if we do like this. Oh, this is nice. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Um Oh, I'm flabbergasted. This is going to make life so much easier for me. Okay, and then purchase. And now, oh, dude. Dude. Come on, gentlemen. Get to work. Oh, this is actually crazy. This is so much more convenient. Come on, gentlemen. We got work to do here. All right, this is fantastic. Fuck it. Do I even need to, like, do anything here? I mean, shit. I don't have a ton of money left over. Uh, Yeah, yeah, and then they go there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I got this now. This is fantastic. I don't have to run back and forth to the computer anymore. I love quality of life updates, even if it does make the game, a little bit easier. But no, this is the ass is no longer grass. We can take all sorts of a beating now. This ass can have so many people inside of it, and we can keep things running. No issue whatsoever. Alright, fuck it, let's just open. Hello, everybody! After being closed for a little over a month, Whole Ass Foods is once again gaping and ready for you to insert yourself into this situation. Come on in. Hello, sir. You look like you enjoy some fine piece of whole ass. I've just realized I'm out of sugar. Probably need some bread too. And I'm out of this. No, I gotta put the tablet away. You Nobody steal that. Nobody steal that. I know I threw that into the street, but nobody steal that, please. Nobody steal that. I don't have like any money left. Hang on. Oh god, we need cereal. Oh no. I spent too much money on paint. I made the one wall pink, and I'm regretting that decision right now. Can some of you actually go to the goddamn cash? I need money. Do you see these walls? They won't get themselves pink. I need your help here. Is there no other objectives? I mean, what do my floors look like? Typical wood situation here. And we all know that a good ass needs some... Oh, fuck. I forgot I put this check out here. I forgot I put the check out here. Hang on. Let these guys handle it for a second. Wait, what were we just out of? You just said we were out of something. What was it? Who bought all the milk? What is going on? Okay, turns out the tablet is definitely helping. It's still extremely stressful to try and keep the shelves stocked with all this nonsense going on. Come on, you little shits. Keep the store running for me while I'm trying to restock some of the shelves because my crew over here can't be bothered to do it with any sort of speed. Oh god. Are we running low on anything? Is there anything? What? Oh, something's too expensive. No one cares. Oh god. We need to restock the chickens or I don't even know what they are anymore. Ask Holly what she thought of The Shining. Well, you told me she fell asleep several times, so I'm guessing not highly. I'm assuming not highly would be my guess. Whoop. Guys, you wouldn't believe this. They added an update to the game. I can now order stuff just simply by doing this. I don't have to run back and forth to the computer. I have totally brought my store into the 21st century. And since I have slaves, I mean employees, that will take the stuff in for me. I don't even necessarily need to stock the shelves myself. I let them stock the storeroom though. They can handle that part. But the sad reality is, no matter what job I'm trying to get my employees to do, I can do it faster. Because good help is just so hard to find these days. This ass is wearing booty shorts with the seam. Your ass is? I have many questions. I thought it was more of a comedy than horror. Maybe I'm the problem. She's definitely the problem. Okay, listen. I think one of the biggest problems with trying to view old horror films, especially, is we have a bad habit of, or it's not even a habit, I mean, it's just something that we do intrinsically, is we look at a horror through the eyes of, like, modern day movie, right? You know, it's kind of like if you look back at the original Godzilla movie, the very first one, now, the special effects, while fantastic for the time, look like garbage now. And the message could be completely lost on people, you know? Oh, Jesus Christ. They cleared out the cleaner. Ask her what she thinks, present tense, of Chinatown. Holly, what do you think of Chinatown? I guess I'll turn on the lights since my employees can't be bothered. Like I said, they're all goddamn robots. Can't turn on a fucking light switch. What am I even paying these people for? She's not a fan of the slow burn. Not everybody is. And even, like, as much as I like a slow burn, it still has to be, like, done correctly. Because there's a difference between a slow burn and being completely unable to get to the fucking point. Shit! I almost got the order in time. She did get several of the message of The Shining, though, and still didn't think it was amazing. Yes, exactly. Get to the point. Well, that's what I mean. I like me a slow burn, but it really has to, like, lead up to something. And it can't just be, like, an hour-and-a-half movie, and the first, like, 80 minutes are slowly creeping towards a climax that then just goes ba-bang right at the end there, you know? Oh, stop being so fucking cheap. My ass is gaping in here, and you can't be bothered to come in. Like, it's practically free I'm giving some of this shit away. Take advantage of the ass. Oh. Hi, ma'am. Hello. Would you be interested in upsizing your eggs? I can give you one extra egg for 10 cents. No? Okay. Are you, watching your bowel health there, sir? You, just ordering the... Yes, exactly. Take advantage of the ass, especially that bread. You see how I'm giving that bread away? You see how we're giving the bread away? Yeah, that's right. I tried ordering things, but they close at 9. It's not my fault. Scene was too big if it's teasing you apart. What about House of the Devil? And you thought Chinatown was boring? Okay, here's the thing. I don't think I've watched Chinatown. And if I did, I don't remember it. So it's either I'm uncultured, apparently, or it sucks. There's nothing in between. But apparently Holly thinks it's boring anyway, so what does it matter? All right, is everybody out? Is everybody out? We out? I would say go home to your families, but we know how you two were too lame to have any. Like, and it's a good thing it doesn't rain, because you two would be fine. I didn't tell you to stand out here. You're being idiots of your own volition. All right. All right, let's get the orders going. Let's get it going. All right, let's start. Actually, it's preserved the order from yesterday. But I mean, we know again, Jason kind of views his taste in media as a bit more highfalutin than the rest of us, you know. So, I mean, I remember watching Annihilation with my wife, and the first words out of her mouth upon the credits rolling of Annihilation, she looked at me and said, "This is one of those movies that Jay likes, isn't it?" Which, like, is a little bit of shade tossing. Like, this is one of the fucking ones he likes, isn't it? Is that chicken? It is a chicken. Okay, I was like, are we good on chickens? Like, what are we? Isn't Annihilation amazing, though? Annihilation is amazing if you can at least kind of follow the message of it. Because if you're unable to follow what it's trying to do, which of course is fucking abstract, you'll leave that theater going like, what the fuck just happened? Right? Because if you go into that movie thinking, oh, this is like a literal, like I'm supposed to be taking this literally, you're not. You're really not supposed to take it literally. And if you're unaware of that going into it, you can actually end up watching the film and just going like, huh? What? Who? You'll start making fan fiction. I myself did not partake in the fiction of fans. Not quite a peruser of that sort. Typically, anyway. But yeah, no, but you see, again, I think Jay just spends too much time on the internet looking at like Twitter and shit because I feel like he watches or listens to a lot of movie critics on YouTube or something, and now fancies himself one. What the fuck did you just say about me? I said you're on the internet a lot. Are you denying that claim? You see, the perfect example. I'm gonna perfect example this now. When Jesus, this was right after Into the Spider-Verse came out. The very first the first Into the Spider-Verse. And I went to the theater to watch it. I went to the theater to watch it with him. And after watching the film with him, we ended up going to like dinner with my wife's family like not too long after. And we spoke about the movie a little bit, and we were at the table discussing it. And Jason, of course, tries to get, movie criticky about it. And he talked about how, Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie to have been made. one of the best superhero movies to have come out, if not the best superhero movie to have come out in recent years. Heaping all this praise on it, but he was a little disappointed with the end fight sequence, because the end fight sequence happened, I guess, kind of like as reality was breaking down around Spider-Man and Kingpin. So there was a lot of like shit breaking, a lot of like floating around, a lot of movement, right? And let's say you didn't like that fight scene. You know, how would you critique it in normal conversation? You might say, oh, it was too hectic. You might say, oh, it was hard to follow. It didn't make much sense. These are all things you could say. Jason comes out with the... Oh, the fries are full. Whoops, sorry guys. Whoop. Jason comes out with the... Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the final fight scene. You know, it didn't have any geometry. And I'm sitting there like, the fuck did you just say? It didn't have any geometry? Did the movie not give you the surface area of a cylinder? Like, what is your... Did it not... Did it not properly calculate the right angles of a triangle? Like, what the fuck do you mean it lacked geometry? Do you mean geography? Do you? Because I know you said geometry at the time. Maybe you meant geography, but I distinctly remember the word geometry. But even if it's geography, that still doesn't make any fucking sense. The fight scene didn't have any geography. Like, I'm sorry, did it not have any land? Was there not enough peninsulas for you? My movie lacked, a few too little mountains. You know, there weren't enough mountains in my final fight scene. You know, like what the fuck do you mean? Right? Like, like honestly, what? Oh, stop being such a fucking cheap ass. How bad is the Zap soda, huh? Where is it? What is it? Oh, 80 cents over market value. Oh, I'm a fucking evil. Oh, shit. I'm just an evil son of a bitch charging that kind of money. Get the fuck out. Wait, 67? Oh, thank you very much, ma'am. You're very close to being nice. Let me just shut that for a minute. Bottled water's too expensive, is it? Oh, gee. Oh, boo-hoo. 45 cents over. I'm basically giving away the bread. It means that the audience couldn't figure out the goal and where it was in relation to the characters and their difficulty getting there. A great card sheet scene has geography, so you know who's chasing here and there and the relationship with each other. Okay, well, I can tell you the goal of a Spider-Man fight with Kingpin. It's to beat the shit out of Kingpin. I don't think you need too much geography to understand that goal. As to how they got there, we know exactly how the fuck they got there because we spent the whole movie talking about the multiverse. Right? Like, we... But again, Jay, my point isn't even if your critique was valid or not. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're pulling out the word geography. Like, he's at a table of, you know, average moviegoers, and he's like, yes, quite, the movie, Into the Spider-Verse, I believe lacked geography in its final fight scene, you know? There needs to be more mountains in my fight scene. I believe Kids these days do not understand the importance of good geography. What the fuck? Oh. I was like, why is it not? In their fight sequences, there's too much just hopping around as Spider-Man and flips. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. No. Take that off. There. Thank you. Yeah, what is that? Oh, I've been missing pasta this whole time. Whoops. I was wondering I kept coming up that they couldn't find the pasta, and I was like, well, but I can see the pasta. What's your people's problem? No, they had to get the MacGuffin to stop the collapse of the dimension or whatever. Okay. And? I'm still not understanding the problem. Like, what part of the geography made it hard to understand that they were trying to do the dooflicky with the MacGuffin shit? And it was a bunch of bullshit. So the important thing is that I was right. But again, it's like he's sitting there with a bunch of average moviegoers, but he pulls out geography. The scene didn't have enough geography. Not because I think he wanted to have a legitimate conversation. It almost feels like he just wanted to sound like smart about it. Because if he could have had the same conversation using terminology that the average human being would understand, like, it was hard to follow. It got messy. All of these would be appropriate, but no. Geography. Right? Like, don't get him started on Scorsese and how everyone misses the point about toxic masculinity in his movies. Well, shit. The problem with subtext, you know? The problem with subtext, like with the toxic masculinity... Oh, exact change! Stop it, sir! It can only get so erect. Oh, look at all them potatoes! They're going into that small bag. Don't... There's a fucking bag of holding over here. We playing D&D later? Right? The problem with... Wait, what? That's the big problem with, like, subtext, right? Like, people tend to not get it. Like, how many people have, you know, completely missed the point of Dune Part 2? Who are like, oh, it's a white savior story. And you're like, no, it really isn't. Yeah. Why was it so difficult for the characters to grab the MacGuffin? Because the shit was falling apart around them. What the hell do you mean? Who has $100 bills in your wallet? Okay, so clearly there's I must have bought a license at the end of last stream and then just completely fucking forgot about it. I think you wanted more science in the final act, or math. Well, I think we all could use a bit more math in our movies, you know? I want to do straight trigonometry when I'm watching a movie. Things would hit a character and then off screen, and then another character brief cut, and then another character brief cut. Again, I'm not seeing your problem. I think you're overinflating the problems here. Doom Part 2 wasn't even subtextual, you fucking morons. It was the fucking text. Well, clearly it was still subtextual because nobody knew what the fuck was going on, apparently. Okay, so is there products that I just don't have on the shelf? Pasta. Oh, wait, shit. Are we out of bread? Oh, shit, we're just out of bread. That was my bad, guys. I wasn't paying enough attention to the bread. We need fucking wides to know what the characters are doing and why they're doing it. I don't know. I don't feel like it was that hard to follow what was happening in that movie the way that you seemed to think it was or felt like it was. I was having a fine time with it. I don't know what your issue is. Oh, I haven't been paying my bills at all, have I? Oh jeez. Oh fuck. Oh god damn it. Oh no, the rent. The rent. I need $4,000 to get another section. Jesus Christ. Okay. Could get another. Not well. I can't in terms of the money. I don't have enough money. What would I even be getting? Salmon, scallop, gratin, steak. Oh, we could get steak. Oh shit! I gotta make room. How do I make more room for steak? Let's just restock this real quick. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is, they can always like tell a movie critic because they're trying to like sound. They can't just have like a normal conversation about a movie, about what's going on in a movie. They gotta like toss in all these terms that only other movie critics know or understand. It's just. You're not wrong. I'm saying I don't think it was nearly the problem that you made it out to be. But that's just the thing, Jay. You had to explain it to me because what the fuck does that even mean? Right? Anyway, point was when we left the restaurant, my father-in-law was like, Jay's one of those people we used to beat up in high school, and I was like, for fuck's sake. Which is fine. I mean, I was also someone he probably would have beaten up in high school. That's not surprising to me. Jason and I were not exactly what you would call popular in high school. But again, it was just funny that he pulled that out, right? We gotta keep the cheese stock, guys. How are Italian restaurants supposed to sell food if they don't have cheese? Woo! All right. Whole Ass Foods. Whole Ass Foods is now open. Come on, man. You know you like the ass. The whole ass. Come on in. Just come into the Whole Ass Foods. Let's go, ma'am. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, get into that ass. There you go. At least I did well in geography class, unlike some brothers I know. What do you mean? I did fine in geography. I don't know what you mean. Was Zach not good at geography? Because if he wasn't, I don't think it's more like Zach wasn't good at geography. Zach just didn't care. How? You don't even know what the word means. I know what geography means. I don't know how the fuck you related geography to a fight scene in Spider-Man. Like, that's what I don't understand. The word geography does not conflate to me in that, like, does not make sense in the context of where you were using it. Is the point I was making. And the point is that nobody talks like that except for you and other people who think except for, you know, people who think they're movie critics. Nobody talks like that about a movie. Like, when you sit down to discuss the movie with Holly, are you talking about, like, Well, let me tell you about the camera angles at the 45-minute mark in the movie. You know? Did you know that camera angles from the top looking down on a character are meant to convey that the character is weak or in a place of weakness? Are you aware of this? Zach got the highest mark in geography in the senior class even after missing 100 days. I know. He's an absolute fucking beast. And I can almost guarantee that if you do try talking to Holly that way about camera angles and shit, I don't think she continued listening to that conversation. Do you like it because you enjoyed that having that conversation, or you like it just because he cares so much? Because I've seen that get tossed around. People be like, well, even if I don't understand what the fuck he's saying, I just like that he's passionate. What was your problem just then? I listen, sir. Your ass is so flat it shouldn't even be in my store. Get the fuck out. See, I could totally get another license, but I feel like I'm going to need more room. Or I might have to try and optimize this somehow. Let's do this, do this, do this. This tablet is fucking, like, Jesus Christ. I think I might have to leave my wife for this tablet, because it is getting me going. It is making my life so much easier. I'm probably over-ordering now. We had an in-depth convo about cinematography and composition the other day. I actually a massive nerd like that too. Appreciate the art of it. David Fincher, Be Still My Heart. This is why we get along so well. Okay, well, I'm glad you can get along with that kind of stuff, because judging by your video game experience, you are not part of one of his main hobbies. So I'm glad there's some common ground there. Because sometimes the way Jason talks about things, I do look at him sometimes and go, what the fuck do you talk about with other people? Which is fine, because I'm sure there's people that look at how different my wife and I are and go, like, what the fuck do you two talk about? Because I can guarantee you, she ain't sitting down listening to me talk about Godzilla for 2 hours. Do. I don't understand why I'm selling 3 different fucking eggs. Like, this seems just ridiculous. What are you two doing? Clean up the goddamn sidewalk. What am I paying you for? I know I'm the one putting it there, but it's your job to get it off of there. Okay, I gotta grab... Let's use this shelf for some of that macaroni as well. She can hold her own for hours-long conversation about movies. Okay, well, good. I'm glad. Does she use the word geography when sitting down and talking about it, though? It's the word geography that fucking pissed me off that day. I'm just like, I feel like I need to beat you up out of principle. It's like using, like when you're, it's like when people like talk about birds and they just drop instead of, you know, saying like, oh, it's a blue jay. They whip out the fucking Latin. Well, like, was that necessary, or are you just trying to prove that you knew what the Latin was? You know, I feel like my employees should tell me when we're running out of things instead of me having to wander around the store figure it out for myself. It's called passion. Look it up. I am passionate about many things, and I try to, when I talk about it, not go overboard with it. Or how I talk about it, unlike somebody I know. Although, I do believe we had a conversation a while back about how basically I'm not passionate about anything. Ugh. Why? That's the point of being passionate? Like, again, if I was talking about, say, video game design to somebody, you know, and maybe they're not huge on video game design, I wouldn't use the term, say, pathing, right? I would explain what I meant by pathing in layman's terms. As opposed to just whipping out the word pathing and then making them have to go, what the fuck you talking about, man? Which is exactly how I felt when he whips out the word geography. I'm like, the fuck? What the fuck you talking about? What's wrong with saying pathing? Because the average person who's not aware of design would know what the fuck pathing is. I just skip that step, Jay, and just don't use the word pathing. If I was talking about it with somebody who didn't know what it was. Guys, what are you doing out there? Like, are we out of shelf space? Look at all this fucking shelf space. What are you guys doing? You are not properly utilizing the shelf space. Can I get more shelf space, like, sections here? Like, I feel like I need more shelving. All right, we got. How much space did I just get? Wait. Hang on. Oh, okay. Look, Jay. I finally opened the storage room door. Does that tickle you? Because I remember how much it was pissing you off that I wasn't storing anything anywhere. But I had a legit reason. The door wasn't open. The only problem is this shelf is now in the way of the door. Okay, can I get rid of this? Oh, I can just box it back up. Okay. I barely use that checkout, so why don't we just put it right? Put it right. There we go. And I can move this over here. Finally, you should have lost customer happiness points or something because of all the boxes in the corner. Well, they're still working on the game. That might legitimately be something they add. Apparently, coming up soon, they're going to add, like, they're going to add shoplifters and everything. Oh, hang on. Unfortunately, that does mean now I need to get more storage racks. But let's end the day. Blocking light and shotguns to deal with them. Well, I mean. And when you said I'm not passionate about Godzilla, but again, the point I was making, when people say that you're passionate about something, there's still like a level of passion. It's like they almost expect, you know. You remember that show, Beat the Geeks, Jay? We used to watch that show every once in a while. Actually, you know what? Why don't you go there? Can you go there? Can you fit there? There you go. It feels like in the modern day and age that, like, if you are not... I don't don't know if there's a way I can optimize this space a little bit more. It feels like in this day and age, if you are not one of the geeks, like the same level knowledge of the geeks on that show, you are, in fact, not a real fan or not actually passionate about it, because that's what real passion is supposed to look like, you know? You're supposed to be able to recite the most obscure fucking fact about whatever it is you're passionate about. Oh, you're a real Doom fan? Name all the Dooms and the years they came out and the name of all the levels and how many archviles are in each level. How many line definitions are in map 7 of Doom 2? You know, like... So I've joked that it seems like, in terms of that, I am not passionate about anything because I don't have that level of knowledge about anything. Nothing has made me care that much about something. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Was I in your way? Can I be in charge around here for a minute? Well, thank you very much. No, that's called toxic, self-important gatekeeping. Fandom is not a competition. I don't think the rest of the world knows that, Jay. Actually, quizzing women about a band on their t-shirt is a great way to get laid. In most parts, I agree with the actual what you're trying to say here, is that quizzing them about the band on their shirt pisses them off. But apparently we need to do that with anybody wearing a Nirvana shirt, because there's a whole bunch of people that apparently wear Nirvana shirts and they see it so much they think it's a brand name or a fashion line. Like, I've seen compilations of people not knowing that Nirvana is a band. So I don't know what it is about that one fucking band and their merch. How am I always out of chicken? All right. Googling Nirvana is hard. Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Apparently they never thought to do it. Like, they just thought it was a brand name or a fashion line, and I guess it never came up. Like, if I was looking at a shirt and it wasn't clear that it was a band, I wouldn't necessarily know that it was a band or care that it was a band. Maybe I thought the shirt just looked cool. But I don't know. I don't know what it is about that one band that people make that mistake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the whole ass is ready for you. Why don't you guys come on in? We will have free ass assessments today. Hello, sir. You look like you're in the mood for a free ass assessment. Would you like to come in? We'll take a good look at the ass for you. Yeah, all right. Good. You're a customer now. I don't know if you're a paying customer, but you're a customer. Let's see. 2 out of 10 will not bang. All right. Good review. Good review. Now, maybe, just maybe, I can save up enough money for a new license today. Just maybe. Where are you going with that? What? Huh? Listen, I think we would agree that I know a lot about Dune, but if someone says they like Dune and I ask them what they thought about Children of Dune and they haven't read it, I didn't, win. Considering that was only the 3rd book, maybe you did win. I tell them why it's great and why they may want to consider reading it. or not if they don't want to. Again, Jay, you haven't been on the internet, obviously. And if you have, please tell me where on the internet you have found these calm, cool, and collected people. Because I don't actually think they exist. Find me the League of Legends forum where people just have calm, cool, and collected conversations about the game. Yes, and now Star Wars fucking sucks. Oh, like, if we're being entirely honest, didn't Star Wars already kind of suck? Like, I don't, like, the fandom being toxic didn't help the fact that the movies weren't great. Like, episode 5, obviously, I think collectively as a society we have agreed is one of the greatest movies ever made. But, and if we haven't, there's two types of people. Those who think Empire Strikes Back is one of the best movies ever made, and those who are wrong. Those are the only two types of people in the world. But, overall, the Star Wars movies kind of suck. Like, they are not great movies. Because Last Jedi challenges their poor sensibilities, and then we get Rise of fucking Skywalker. But how fucking sad is it that the prequels are masterpieces compared to the new trilogy? Because they had like a goddamn story. Well, if we're going to argue about that, part of the problem, obviously, with the new movies was simply that there wasn't a plan. Really? Was the big problem. Like, when they made 1, 2, and 3, I had the distinct impression that there was an overall plan of how the story was gonna go. Right? Like a plan existed, and they executed the plan. Not necessarily well, but they had a plan. The sequel trilogy did not have a plan. It was, in fact, pretty planless. Made quite clear by the fact that the second writer, I guess, the second writer comes in and completely tries to, like, undo what J.J. Abrams... What the fuck? And tries to completely undo what J.J. Abrams did. And then J.J. Abrams comes back and tries to undo all the things that got undone by the second guy. So there was no plan. And as such, it became a mess. An absolute goddamn mess. Filmmaking by committee. Lucas had a story. He just needs some screenwriters for the dialogue. Because fuck mystery boxes. Jesus Christ. Mystery boxes can be fine if they're properly utilized, but they're never properly utilized. Is the real problem, right? Like, how often has a mystery box been properly utilized? Lost Season 1 had decent mystery boxes. And then it went off the rails. Why? Because the show went on for too long and they didn't have a plan anymore. Wait. Is that where that goes? Yes. Are Brick, Knives Out, and Looper 18 times better than anything JJ does? I think someone was right and someone was wrong. That's because JJ sets up everything and then gets the fuck out of there before he has to explain anything. Well, clearly it was a working formula in the sense that Lost ended up being on TV for way longer than it should have been. There's a polar bear on the island. Yes, there is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other shows to go start. They did actually eventually explain that in the special features of the final season of the DVD. I know, I'm not kidding. They filmed like a little segment explaining why there was a polar bear there. Because they finished the show and they were like, man, I feel like we're forgetting something. And they were like, oh shit, we forgot to explain the polar bear. Oh no. Christ, how much is another expansion? That's the wrong one. Management. Fuck, I should pay the bills, probably. God, $4,400. Okay, I did buy spaghetti. Already got that. Buy one of these. It's magic. If not, explain. Well, the polar bear was magic in a lot of ways. It was a magic polar bear. He belonged in a Christmas special, but he didn't get the work. He had to take the second role that was offered to him. But no, like, Star Wars already kind of sucked, and then the fandom sucks anyway. And then they ruined it further. But you see, there's a big distinction that I have to make as to why fandoms nowadays I think are like awful. It's not just limited to Star Wars, it's limited to everything. Limited to everything. Sorry. It includes almost everything. The biggest problem that I've had with just about everybody is that they make the things that they like part of their personality and part of who they are as a person in such a way that they can't separate themselves from the thing. Because it's like, if you're someone that loves wrestling, but I hate wrestling, you know, that shouldn't bother you. Because everyone has their own tastes and yada, yada, yada. But it's like, it was like when AEW first came out, and it's still going on now, just to a lesser extent. Go on any wet wrestling forum, criticize AEW, and watch the fanboys come out. Right? Because they were such AEW loyalists that they couldn't stand anyone criticizing it, because they were like, no, I am now an AEW watcher. Fuck WWE. This is my shit right here. And like, they've made it so much a part of their personality that You're not just attacking the thing, you're attacking them. Right? Like, go online and say you, on X, say you hate Taylor Swift. And then let me know how that goes for you. Just go out there and say, Taylor Swift makes absolutely awful fucking music. I don't understand why she's popular. And then just wait. Just sit there and wait for her fans to come out and express themselves in a calm, cool, and collected way. And have a conversation about, oh, why do you think Taylor Swift sucks? I'm interested to hear your take on the music. No, that's not how that goes. I do love people that go nuts on critics that negatively review a game that hasn't even come out yet because they like a previous game in the series. The purpose of a critic is to filter out things that you as a person wouldn't want to waste your time with. Rotten Tomatoes or Metacritic completely miss the point. Well, I think the biggest problem now is that... Oh, wait, hang on. Haul Ass Foods is open and ready for business. All right, everyone, there's no shit in here. We are Enamud and Colleen. Come on in. We have the best products you could ever have inside of a whole ass. Would me going outside, like if you saw someone yelling that out, would that make you go into the store? Like, is it just so out there that you'd be like, I have to see what the fuck is going on inside this store? I need to know. Let's just stock up on salt. You would have already finished, would you, Jay? You would have completed just hearing it. Okay, so you wouldn't need to go in the store because you need to change your pants. Got you. Holly, how are you not regretting your decisions? Like, on some level, I feel like you must be face palming a little bit and going, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, as we were saying, I think the biggest problem that I've had kind of with critics is I do often feel now that critics write reviews for each other more than for the general viewing audience. Which can really like affect how well received a critique can be. You know, and why the fuck is this all gone? When the hell did that happen? How did I not notice this? No regrets, let's be honest, okay? I'm pretty sure my wife sometimes just goes, oh, for fuck's sake, what the hell did I do? It's okay, we all do it. We've all just gone, You know, a great example is when Roger Ebert gave War of the Worlds 2 stars and Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift 3 stars on the same show. Roger Ebert was the GOAT. I'm sorry. Like, that's laying down some dominance right there. Trying to keep up on things, because I don't want to get too far behind on keeping the shelves stocked, because I do want to take proper stock of what I have left, because I do want to get another license. It seems like I'm going to need another license before I can, like, really move up. Because I'm not making enough money. Or I'm making money, but it's extremely slow. Line needs to go up, people. I'll fire you. I will fire you if it means I get to get the line to go up, okay? Because you are taking up my hard-earned cash. And look at this fucking awful scanning speed. Jesus Christ, I would have done 3 customers by now. You're not worth the $12 a day I give you. And Roper argued with him and said that you're saying War of the Worlds is better than Tokyo Drift. And he said, no, how many times do I have to say that everything is relative? Well, exactly. Well, the other thing, too, is with something like IGN, there is a bit of a disconnect that sometimes that people have. Alana Pierce recently made a video about it, discussing how people need to understand, like, IGN is not like a monolith. Every individual review is written by, just some guy that happens to work with IGN, and they all have varying opinions and everything. So IGN as a whole isn't saying that one game is better than another game. It's just one dude, a random dude, enjoyed that game a lot, and another dude enjoyed the other game a lot, right? Because I think it was like Doom Eternal or Doom 2016 got like a 6 out of 10 on IGN or something, and everyone was like, what the fuck? Like, everyone kind of agreed it was horrendous to give that a 6 or whatever it was. But again, that was just a one person. It wasn't like IGN itself is like the whole company was like, yep, Doom is a 6. But that is unfortunately what people will assume. People will be disappointed by the expectation Spielberg, Tom Cruise blockbuster, whereas anyone seeing Tokyo Drift will get what they were looking for. Oh, I mean, exactly. And that's why I always thought that Ebert was the GOAT, because he understood that, right? He understood that things are relative in that sense. Okay, one thing I'm not enjoying from this update is they fixed it so that the boxes don't fall over all the goddamn time, which was comedy gold, and I'm kind of upset that they fixed that. It was always really fucking funny how they used to stack these boxes, and they fixed it. Why would they do that? But yes, then you get something like Rotten Tomatoes that doesn't filter it in that sense. Just everything is on a 1 to 100 scale, and then you lose some of that you lose all of that vital context, right? That's kind of IGN's fault. They don't want the critic to have any recognition. Was that they can interchange them, but then they want to make their cake and eat. Make their cake and eat it too. Yeah, no kidding, right? But even then, I do still feel that critics do try to write more to each other than to the average gamer. Because the fact of the matter is, the average gamer isn't going to pick up on, like, say, a lot of details that I would have picked up throughout, the amount of games that I've played over my long, creaky-ass life. There's a lot of things that I've learned about game design and things that I might be able to pick up, right? But I find if you were to write a review talking about all those things, the average audience member isn't going to appreciate that kind of stuff, right? You do have to sometimes write to what an average Joe is going to think of a game. And I don't feel lately that's how critics write their reviews. Now, don't forget that RT is just the percentage of critics that gave it a positive review. Wasn't 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Could be 80% of the critics gave it 2.5 stars. Exactly. See, I had to get rid of my fucking cache in order to make space. Hang on. Can I just whip this out for All right, the cache is open, guys. Do you guys want to get out of line and come over here? I can speed this up a little bit. I think it's always good to educate readers as to the principles of whatever art they are watching. Yes, but see, it's really hard to say. Like, okay, so these people just don't want this. Okay, all right. You want to stay in the shitty ass lines? Fine, fine. Stay in the shitty ass lines. You may know that a Scorsese film is amazing, but a critic should explain why. Yeah, but I also find talking to people that even if we're like, well, a critic should be able to explain why, that the average film goer wouldn't like even appreciate it even if you explained why. Because a lot of things that the average moviegoer will enjoy about a movie would be like a lot of the finer points of like a Scorsese film would actually be kind of lost on them. No, that's how we get shit Marvel movies. Well, I mean, that's the thing. We all agree that Marvel is basically crap outside of a few differences, right? A lot of people agree that like Winter Soldier is a fantastic movie. Not just a fantastic superhero movie, just a fantastic spy movie. Right? But Marvel, except for the most recent films, still does fairly well at the box office. We all know the real big problem was trying to keep the whole thing going after Endgame. People stopped caring after Endgame. That's one of the biggest problems. But a lot of people still went to go see every single Marvel movie, and a lot of them were mediocre at best. Right? So you're saying that we shouldn't explain Scorsese movies, just be like, it's good and move on? No, I'm saying from the sense of, at least with video games, I would like them to explain to me, like, here's how this system works. I believe this system is intuitive or not intuitive, right? Or something like that. But, again, it's really hard to explain. I wish I had an example in front of me. There was an example of one I read a while back, and now I can't even goddamn remember what game it was. That was just like, I feel like we're not talking to the right people here. But if we are going to talk about just fandoms in general, that's my biggest problem, is just that they have attached all these things to their personality. And that does cause a lot of problems because you can't have a decent conversation about anything anymore. Because if I say, like I said, Taylor Swift's music is bad, they don't have a conversation about it. They come out swinging. Right? Like, they come out, oh, you're just a fucking hater. You don't get it. Or my personal favorite, they'll drop like the sexist remark. Oh, I heard it's sexist. You probably just like men artists or something. And I'm like, no. Like they can't handle the criticism. You know? There is like such bad discourse going on with Black Ops 6 right now. Taylor Swift's chord progression on her new song isn't amazing. Well, unfortunately, if you try to explain that to people, they'd just be like, Taylor Swift is amazing. Fuck you. I will burn your house down. with the lemons. I'm going to get the guys in the lab to develop a combustible lemon. Whole Ass Foods is now open for business. All right. Uh, ma'am, your twin just, ma'am, you're even wearing the same out. We got some cloning going on. I feel like we need to get to the bottom of this cloning problem. Can we discuss the cloning that's happening here? We're just gonna gloss over this. Okay. Sure, we'll just gloss it. It's fine. Like Black Ops 6 is just, there is just such bad discourse online right now. And it's really a huge argument now between the sweats and the casual players. And they're not having nice conversations with each other about it. The basic complaint is that the way that Black Ops 6 has been built, we need to explain geography of action scenes so they understand why an action scene in a Marvel movie isn't as good as it is in a James Cameron film. It's always best to educate. Yeah. I feel, I feel like that's a conversation to be had separate from a review sometimes. Because if a review gets into the nitty gritty as to why something looks better, I don't think the average moviegoer will care about the specifics of why a cinematography is great in a movie. Like, if you just tell them that a movie looks fantastic and is well lit or well put together, like, that's usually enough. Once you start getting into the nitty gritty, I feel like people tune out. So if you have a piece later discussing, separate from a review, why a certain movie looks a lot better than another one, those who are interested in the nitty-gritty reasons as to why something looks better than another film could read that of their own volition. I feel like when you try to put the two together, you unfortunately get people just zoning out. Which is a shame because, yes, I do believe that those kinds of conversations would be nice to have. You don't think I'm giving people enough credit? Unfortunately, Holly, I have met people, and they don't. I'm trying to figure out a polite way to put this. 22 boxes of cheese. I can't remember how much of this goddamn cheese do I need down here. Damn it! I needed 2 boxes of cheese. You think I'm spending too much time on Reddit? It's not just Reddit. I've YouTube, TikTok, all of it. The discourse around just about anything is awful. Okay. Maybe I should just throw it in here now that the door's open. They'll figure it out from here. Although I feel like throwing boxes at customers is a great way to get my frustrations out with the way that they are not giving me enough money and constantly complaining that everything's too expensive. Assholes. The majority of people don't post and the loudest voices do. Well, that's why I don't participate in a lot of online discourse. But at the same time, when you think of, like, again, Marvel movies, Clearly, the vocal majority must have enjoyed Marvel movies, despite all their goddamn flaws. So, it's like, even if they weren't necessarily online bitching about it, which, thank God if they weren't, it's like, still at some level, what we consider great art gets lost on people, and, you know, they're the ones that don't read. They're the ones that aren't going to read a review anyway. Okay. So the average person's not going to read a review, so why do we have reviewers again? And Holly, I guess I'm just a cynical person. If a review of a Marvel movie gets 100 angry comments from the fandom, there's probably 1,000 people that don't post that took something away from that review. I mean, I would like to believe that, but given the number of people that went to see Marvel movies, despite the reviews being not great for it, tells me that they didn't care too much. Because if 1,000 people read a Godzilla -1 review and were told it was the greatest one of the best movies of the year, period, let alone best monster movies, it would have made more money than it did. It made a lot of money for a Godzilla movie, but it didn't make a lot of money. Right? Like in the grand scheme of things, it didn't make a lot of money. Highest grossing Godzilla movie of all time. Absolutely. Again, great for a Godzilla movie. And a financial success because they made it for about $26, you know. So when you make a movie for $26, it's easy to make it a financial success. But it didn't make oodles and oodles of money. Did it? In the modern day and age, you would actually look at that and say, geez, that might be a financial disappointment. Look how little money it did. So the reviews, because anybody who reviewed that movie spoke its praises, didn't do very much to put the asses in the seats. But no, I think I just don't have faith in people when it comes to reviews or trying to have honest discourse about anything, really. Because of just the nature of how a lot of people hold that to their chest, you know? It's part of their personality when you criticize a thing that they love. So you're attacking them and not just the thing. So they get super pissy about it and they just don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just like, I don't. Like, I watched a streamer react to the video of Day 9 playing World of Warcraft for the first time. Retail World of Warcraft. And Day 9 was losing his mind. Because anybody who's honest about it knows that the new player experience sucks for World of Warcraft. Absolutely blows. But when Day 9 came out and started ripping on it, and not even ripping on it because it's Day 9, right? He doesn't rip on it. But I'll never forget, like, because Day Nine's not like, he's like the first big streamer, but he's not like Ninja Big or Ludwig Big or anything like that. The people who didn't know who he was were like in this other streamer's chat being like, oh, why doesn't he just play Mario if he wants an easy game? Oh, what is this guy too dumb to understand World of Warcraft? And I'm just like, it's fucking Day 9. One of the best StarCraft players, competitive StarCraft players in the world. And believe me, whatever you're playing, not as hard as StarCraft 1. like it's not even close. But they just couldn't handle him coming in there and criticizing their beloved game. I was just like, God damn it, people. Code of Corcel insists that there's nothing wrong. I exist too much on the internet? Well, I mean, to be fair, I can't leave my house ever. So, the internet is the only place I can go. Why care about the comments of a person that didn't even bother to Google Day 9's history? It's not even like I care in the sense of, whatever, he's a fucking idiot. But I'm just saying, like, that's why I don't try to have discourse with anybody about anything. Unless I know that the person that I'm talking to is going to be open to allowing criticism of the thing that we're talking about, I don't even bother anymore. Because I know that I'm just going to give myself a headache. I'm sorry, this got depressing. How you doing, Holly? Should we talk about something else for a little bit? Should we talk about bunnies? I don't know. You like bunnies? Who likes bunnies here? But no, I'm not allowed to leave my house. I can't leave my house except to go to work. So, you know, where else do I go? Why do you think I started streaming in the first place? Like, I started streaming because I was lonely. Why can't you leave? I'm being facetious, but I do have children, so I don't have near the amount of freedom that, you know, I used to have. To go out and just do things. Which is getting better as time goes on. As they get older. But, like, you know, I can't even go see movies anymore. Right? Because my children aren't old enough. Or one of my children isn't old enough to bring to a movie theater. Without being an asshole anyway. Right? So, the only socialization I would... Have I heard of babysitters? Let's not get on the topic of that. In the sense of that, one, like, again, when my daughters are like 10, 11, 9, it'd be a lot easier to get through the mental block of a babysitter. But where one of them is 2.5 years old, especially the 2.5-year-old, that leaving it with a stranger doesn't feel right. And yes, I'm aware that is a me problem. But like I said, that is getting better now. In other senses, as they get older, we're opening up we're opening up the ability to do more things. All right, guys, I'm going to try to buy a new product license. I've done it. I have ordered a new thing. I now only have $286, which means I can't stock anything, but... Alright. What do I need for this shit? Fridge. Fuck! I need fridges. I don't think I have space for fridge. Oh, no. I need more fuck! Whole Ass Foods is open, what? There is a slight height disparity here. Can people come in? Just let's drop the pretense. Get your asses in my ass so that we can order fridges. All these fancy kinds of products. But anyway, it is getting better as time goes on, as they get a bit older. Because, like, I have taken my oldest kid to a movie. But I'm not taking a 2.5-year-old to see a movie. However, in, like, a year, we could start taking them to see movies. Right? You take their kids for a weekend, they take your kids for a weekend. I still don't think I'd be super comfortable with that. Honestly. Again, at the age that they are. Alright? My friends' kids are older. I could easily babysit them without, much of a fuss, I don't think. Unless they suck. As kids. But, I mean, I don't want to... I don't want to make that judgment. It wouldn't be a problem. But a 2.5-year-old has particular needs, and now we're talking to... Like, Jay, when you were up, would you have changed a diaper? Or would you have done absolutely fucking anything to not change the diapers? Because while you did do a lot of things with the girls, not once did you change a poopy diaper. You didn't do it. Holly, he refused to touch the poopy diapers. Just would not do it. Okay, this is a you problem. I don't want to hear complain about not seeing movies. Now, again, this will get better as they get older. I don't have kids. Your friends do. Yes, but they also don't have poopy diaper kids anymore. I don't have to put that back on them. Okay, let me see fridges. Double fridges. $3.75. Okay. Okay, let's purchase one fridge. And say, I know I don't have the fucking sushi. Okay? I know I don't have it yet. Fuck. Okay, it can go here. Okay, so let's just see what a box of all of these damn things give me. Let's do one of these, one of these, one of these. We're doing fishes. I don't have enough money for that. Do I have enough for that? No. Would one of you two hurry up and check these people out so I can get money to order some shit? Come on. Fuck off. I know I don't have... Ugh. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, one box of this gives me 2... I didn't even have time to put a fucking average cost on the damn thing. Oh, shit. No, that's not what I meant. Dude came in and snagged it as soon as it was in the fridge. Okay, so a box of these things gives me 2 shelves. Okay, except for that. That only gives me one shelf. 4, because we are a dollar store, so $4. Fine. We'll do it at exactly 10. Okay, so what else do I have? New. Yeah, we got this. We've got this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Okay, that's also 2. Jesus Christ, sushi's expensive. Holy fuck. Okay, that's only one shelf. All right. Did you guys already take all the sushi? I just stocked the thing. Is it fresh sushi? Given that, you know, it's in a plastic case like this, I'm going to guess no. It is, in fact, not fresh. God, now because I've been spending all my goddamn money on this shit, I'm running out of everything else. Now I'm like panic buying. But no, like, things are getting better now that they're both getting older. I got to take them both trick-or-treating, and we got to go on a nice, long trick-or-treating session this year. It was fantastic. And next year, we'll be able to go even longer. I legitimately cannot wait for next year. And there's other activities we want to do that we'll be able to do with a lot more, with a lot less hassle, right? As I get older. So this problem will eventually go away, and then sooner or later they'll be teenagers, and then they won't want to fucking talk to me anyway. I can't wait. I'm going to be trying to raise 2 teenage girls. It's I'm terrified. There are a lot of things that will there's a lot of things that terrify me. And frankly, just the fact I'm going to be raising 2 teenage girls at the same time. Oh, wait, I don't need that one. I'm going to be, it terrifies me more than anything else. Emily will want to go trick-or-treating with her school friends and disappoint me to death. I don't know if she will by next year, but yes, that will eventually. But then again, if she does want to go trick-or-treating with her friends, that also does give me the benefit of being able to do my Halloween stuff more. Which I didn't do as much of because I was taking them trick-or-treating. So, while I would lose something that will make me very sad, I would also be gaining something. Like, I will be sad when they are both teenagers and won't want to even be in the same room as me. Probably. But that will mean I'll have more time for myself and more time with my wife. That I will gain something with that sadness, you know? I will be sad when Emily stops coming into the room in the morning and just jumping in bed with us. I'll be sad when she grows up and doesn't want to do that anymore. But I will be a little bit happy in that I won't get woken up at 6 in the fucking morning anymore to a sack of potatoes jumping on me and startling me awake. Yo, you got sales? Hey, YOLO, what's up, man? Yeah, I got sales. Look at my storage space. Okay, it's a little empty right now, but I got sales. I'm selling things. All right. So I got steak. I got sushi. Oh, so that's a sushi large, is it? I need a sushi small and a veal chop. Jesus Christ! I will not get a veal chop. Oh shit! I will not get a veal chop. I guess. Holy crap! Oh, this is annoying. Okay. $21. Fuck, I need another fridge. Fit everything. How much was the fridge? Okay, I can get a single fridge, which might be enough for me at this exact moment to get the couple of things I don't have. Holly, you were once a teenage girl. How fucked am I on a scale of 1 to 10? when I will inevitably have two of them to raise at the same time. Whole Ass Foods is open and ready for your insertion. Come on in. You don't need protection. Have a good Halloween. I had a pretty good Halloween, I gotta say. I managed to take both my girls out trick-or-treating. We went for a nice long trick-or-treating session, which was fantastic. Both of them really enjoyed it. I got to do my thing of sitting on the front porch and scaring the absolute living bejesus out of people that come to my door, but with the added hilarity of my daughter answering the door to give out candy herself. So while people are being terrified of the thing on the porch, a little Princess Peach was giving out candy. So that was a lot of fun. I won the costume contest at work because I swear to fuck I'm the only one that puts effort into it sometimes. But I did win the costume contest for best dressed. So yeah, I had a really fun Halloween. It went very well. And next year I'll be able to take my girls out for an even longer trick-or-treating session, probably. Probably. I hope anyway. But as you can probably hear from my voice and my sniffing, we were technically all sick. I powered through that for the sake of Halloween. Because my daughters will get Halloween, goddammit. And yes, Jay, we were sick again. Before you make a comment about it. So anyway, Holly says, I'm fucked. You were a nerdy, well-behaved teenager? Okay, well, I can only hope that's what I have. But then again, I also know that I'm going to be trying to raise two teenage girls in the era of social media. Ooh. And that's going to be a beast that none of us had to deal with growing up. I've heard stories lately of 13-year-olds trying to ride on top of trains because it's a TikTok trend. And yes, some of them have died doing it. And that's not a thing I thought I would ever have to worry about, but apparently it is. Darwinism? I mean, yes, it is Darwinism. And some might argue that, hey, should we care if dumb people are getting themselves killed? And I mean, like, logically, we shouldn't care, but emotionally, I'm obviously going to care if my kid ends up dying because of shit like that. It's not going to feel any better for me. Okay, now let me put a price tag on this before you people try to take it from me. This place is on wheels. I know it's getting out of hand. Actually, I swear to God, I can't keep the goddamn shelves stocked. I'm spending money as fast as it's coming in. God, I hate leaving one thing in the box. But now, I don't get to do as many ass reviews as I used to because I'm, like, legitimately working here. Great, this game's great. I get to clock off work and then come home and work. 10 out of 10, would recommend. So yeah, I'm going to be raising teenagers in the era of social media, so I'm scared. I'm terrified. Hey, Quora Shadow, how are you? How are you this evening? I hope you are doing well. As I try to navigate this absolute madhouse. There is no answer, just what you think is right. Yeah. That's what I could say about what my parents did. Look at me now. I'm clearly a well-adjusted individual. I'm doing pretty good, Quora. I'm trying to fight back a fucking illness because I'm just perpetually sick now, but I mean, other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I seem well stocked on the fish products. Wasn't paying attention to the time. God damn it. I don't know why this door is clipping through my freezer. I mean, that looks dumb, but at least I don't have to deal with the goddamn clipping, which is bothering me. Now, Jay, I'm surprised you didn't ask, but I will let you know that I will be starting the game that you requested with your points. Honestly, I was so deep in Terratober and so busy this week getting ready for Halloween and shit like that that I completely forgot about it. And then today I was like, I need to stream. What am I going to stream? And I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to start a game, but I didn't realize that until 10 minutes before the stream started. So I did not have time. So next week I will try to get in. I will try to do that for you. So I want you to let you know I both did forget and didn't forget. Do what? You cash in your points. You want me to play Dishonored. And I forgot that you asked me to do that until 10 minutes before the stream. And then I was like, fuck, well, I don't have time for that now. I'll have to start it next week. But that makes it sound like you forgot. So you're telling me I could have just not done that? Just never brought it up, and then you'd be like, wait a minute, why don't I have any points? That's a fun game for a stream. That was very considerate of me. Yeah, but then you also made me do Resident Evil 0, so... You know... Not the greatest track record. Anyway. Well, let me finish the day here. Seriously, you guys can't stay there. Even if we were to argue that it was a really good game, which I will argue that I don't think it was, at least not a really good game, very hard game to stream. With some interesting ideas for inventory space, interesting is definitely the way I would put that. Yeah. Anyway, that's where we're going to finish for this evening. I want to thank everybody for popping in and saying hello. So thanks, Quora, YOLO, Jay, Holly, Loser Corner for being here. Anybody else who's popped in and out during the stream, I see you. I appreciate you. I will be back with some Doom Mod Monday on Monday, and I think I'm going to be starting Eve Eternity 2, which just released just before Terratober started. So it'll be nice to do a Doom mod that's actually relevant at the moment, which is what I'm looking forward to. And then on Thursday and Friday, assuming that my stream schedule doesn't get messed up for anything, we will start the game that Jay requested after he cashed in his hefty number of channel points, and we will play Dishonored. So stay tuned for that. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you on Monday. Good night. My voice is gone. I've just been promoting the ass too much today. There's too much looking at ass. Encouraging the asses to come into my ass. My whole ass. And now I'm suffering for it.